Viltrox has been killing it lately. I recently reviewed their 56mm F1.7 lens, and I love it for its compact size. And Viltrox has done it again with the Viltrox 35mm F1.7 Air for the Fujifilm X-mount. And it seems to me like they're going to fill out this Air series right now. And I guess the Air series is their light, compact, budget-friendly travel lenses. It just so happens that the 35mm focal length is the next in line to be created from Viltrox. The 35mm is a 50mm equivalent, so this lens is a nifty 50 lens, and it takes the title of the nifty 50 lens. So I just want to give a special thanks to Viltrox for providing me with a copy so I can make this review possible for you guys. Now I just want to talk about my experience with this lens as a travel lens, because I took this lens with me on my trip to the south of Spain, specifically Granada. I was there for several days using this lens as essentially like my travel lens, and whenever I travel, guys, I'm not like doing like epic shit and like hiking to mountaintops like Thomas Heaton. What I normally do is, just go to the city, check out the main attractions, eat, and take photos. And on this specific trip, I brought along my Fujifilm XS20 and used this lens only. Now, this lens is a perfect fit for my Fujifilm XS20. It's just so tiny, it's light. It made walking around town tolerable. Like, we were taking around 15,000 steps each day we were there. So I just wanted something that wasn't going to bring me down, and this lens did just that. Now, this is my Fujifilm XF33mm f1.4 WRLM, and I love this lens, by the way, guys. And this is the Viltrox 35mm f1.7. And as you can see, there is a significant size difference, okay? Viltrox, it's almost like half its length. The Fujifilm lenses actually does feel a little bit heftier, and there is a significant difference in weight as well. The XF33mm is around 360 grams, and the Viltrox is around 170 grams. Whenever you travel, every gram matters, especially when you're thinking about like packing your camera bag. With using this one lens with the XS20, just like completely changed the way how I should pack for these like mini getaway trips around Europe. This lens is made out of polycarbonate, so basically engineered plastic. But plastic just feels cheap to say when there's nothing that feels cheap about this lens. It's built quite well. Now at the back of the lens, this is where you have the USB-C port for the firmware updates. However, sadly, this lens has no weather sealing. There is no rubber gasket seal for the back for that weather sealing protection. But it's not something that I'm expecting from a lens that costs around 200 bucks. I wish though. This lens also comes with a lens hood. And if there is something that I appreciate after testing so many Chinese lenses, is the lens cap. Most of the time, whenever I put these lenses in my bag, the lens cap would not stay on, and it will just pop out in the shuffle of things. However, this lens cap fits quite snug, and it is secure, and it's one of the better ones out there, so I appreciate that. And again, it's just the little things like this that makes me appreciate Viltrox more than the other third-party lens manufacturing out there. Now, when it comes to the autofocusing, I had zero issues with it. It's quick, it's snappy, and there's nothing that was out of the ordinary for me as I was using it during my trip. When it comes to image quality, it's freaking great. I was shooting with this wide open, and I got some tack sharp images in the center. And when combined with its close focusing distance at 33 centimeters, you're going to get some smooth bokeh. I have zero complaints in the image quality department. Now, if you are familiar with the Viltrox 56mm f1.7, you're going to get the same image quality here in the 35mm. The colors out of this lens are good, the lens is sharp, and it's just an overall clean image. And when it comes to chromatic aberration, I tried looking for it. I could hardly find it. It's only until I zoom into 300% that's when I start seeing it. But overall, as a travel lens, it did its job very well. It did not get in the way of me exploring the town. It supported me when I needed to. Combine this with my Fujifilm XS20, and I got myself a wonderful travel kit that I can bring to every European cities that I explore. Like I said, when we explore cities in Europe, we like to walk around the city centers. And because of this, I get to walk around a lot. And the last thing I want is something to weigh me down. This lens is light, it's compact, and it takes some great images, clean images. The contrast is great. And let's not forget that this lens is at an f1.7, and it will help with the low light capabilities. This lens is coming in at $189, and I think it's a fantastic deal. And if you were to think about the other lenses that are out for the Fujifilm X-mount, around this focal length, they cost more than this freaking lens right here. Just think about it. The XF35mm F2 is one, and that thing costs around like, you know, $300-400 bucks. The XF35mm F1.4, that costs around like $500-600 bucks. This lens right here, freaking sharp, but again, it costs around like $800-900. If you're looking for a budget-friendly lens, this is the nifty 50 lens to get for the Fujifilm X-mount. Again, the lens is going to take brilliant images, and it's budget-friendly, and it's light, small, compact, great for anyone wanting a light setup. Again, I highly recommend you guys check out the Viltrox 35mm F1.7 Air for the Fujifilm X-mount. And if you're interested, I'll leave the links down in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, consider subscribing to my channel for more Fujifilm content. And thanks so much.